All right, Shalom. I want to start off as always, man, by giving all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Bracha HaKodash. That one is unto the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone. I want to send much love to the brothers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. And I also want to send peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopeful elect. And as you can see, man, the title of this lesson is going to be Idolatry, the Night Before Chrisma. Okay. And we all know that today is so-called Christmas Eve. All right, the day before the Christmas so-called official day on the 25th. And right now everybody is in a joyous spirit around the world, pretty much. Most of them are doing it in the name of Jesus, right? Because they say that today is Jesus' birthday. And so the day before it, right? But, the Christmas day, the 25th, they say that, that's Jesus' birthday and he's the reason for the season, right? And then mainly here in America, man, most of everybody in every home, for the most part, is celebrating this holiday, all right? Especially amongst the Black and Latino and Native American Indian community, okay? No one is more invested in Christmas than the Negro, all right? And the Latino, our people. They love it, okay? And even if they know the truth of Christmas, right? Even if they know that it's wrong, guess what? Jake's still going to do it in the name of his kids, all right? This is blasphemy. It has nothing to do with the Bible and righteousness, okay? And I wanted to get into a few things here, man. Pretty much I want to highlight some history about this pagan day, right? This unholy day. And Lord willing is edifying, all right? And shalom to you brothers and sisters out there who tuning in, man. I don't know if Santa Claus coming to your house tonight, but you better lock the door. Hey, he gonna come in there. Oh boy. I mean, this is so ridiculous, man, but I'm gonna get into this here. All right. So first thing that I have pulled up here, man, is this is an article from Voice and Vision. All right. It says a brief history of Christmas. This article came out December 23rd of 2017. Okay. Now, I'm just want to go into a few things here in this article, but the main article that I want to get into is from History Cooperative. All right. This is the main article here, man, that came out in November 1st, 2024. I mean, it touches every aspect of the so-called Christmas holiday and the traditions, all right, the roots, all of the things that they do on Christmas Day, okay? But I wanted to start off here with this article because it goes into how this holiday was popularized here in Babylon the Great America. So first thing here, man, I wanted to read this portion here, all right? It says origins of Christmas, right? So I want to start here. It says the origins of Christmas stem from both the pagan and Roman cultures, right? Now, pagan are so-called non-Christians, right? They're non-Christians, pagans, so they're idolaters in the eyes of Christians, right? And Roman culture, and we know that the Romans were not followers of Christ, so-called, right, so to speak. It says the Romans actually celebrated two holidays in the month of December. The first was Saturnalia, which was a 2-week festival honoring the god of agriculture, Saturn. On December 25th, they celebrated the birth of Mithra, the sun god. So December 25th, okay, was dedicated to a Roman sun god, right? Mithra. Also, the Greeks have their version of this god Mithra. Okay, actually, the Romans got their god Mithra from the Greeks. Okay, I think is Dionysus. I could be wrong. Okay, but I'll double check it. Lord willing. But they have their god here. Okay, Jake. December 25th. This is when the Romans celebrated Mithra. Okay, or the birth of Mithra. They say on this day, this is when their pagan god was born. All right. It says also in December, in which the darkest day of the year falls, the pagan cultures lit bonfires and candles to keep the darkness at bay. And the reason being, man, is that people back then during that time were very superstitious. Okay, they was really just bugged out, man. Okay, making up stuff. So to them, to light these bonfires, that was, keeping off the darkness and the bad energy, the bad spirits, so-called, in their minds. All right. It says the Romans also incorporated this tradition into their own celebrations. As Christianity spread across Europe, the Christian clergy were not able to curb the pagan customs and celebrations. Since no one knew Jesus' date of birth, they adopted the pagan ritual into a celebration of his birthday. So here in this article, they're letting you know that the Christian church, all right, during that time, which those individuals were not true followers of our Lord Yahweh Shai. Okay? These were lost souls trying to curb the pagans and their customs. And so what the Christians did at that time was they would adopt those pagan customs into Christianity just to get those people to convert. All right? It was all about control with them. They would take on their gods and their customs, so-called, Christianize it just to get them to convert to Christianity and they can have the control. Okay? It says here, all right, go to the Christmas tree, right? Christmas trees. It says, as part of the solstice celebrations, the pagan cultures decorated their homes with greens in anticipation of the spring to come. Evergreen trees remain green during the coldest and darkest days, so they were thought to hold special powers. And so this is why these heathens would worship the so-called Christmas tree, right? Because it still was green during the winter. Most trees during the winter, right? They fade away, so-called, the leaves fall off, they turn orange and brown, right? But this evergreen tree, it stayed green the whole time. And so in the minds of these heathens, oh my God, this tree has special powers. So let's worship it. Okay? That's how simple they were. It's just a tree, bro. All right? It says the Romans also decorated their temples with fir trees during Saturnalia, right? Their version of Christmas. It says, and decorated them with bits of metal. There are even records of the Greeks decorating trees in honor of their gods. Interestingly, the first trees brought into the pagan homes were hung from the ceiling upside down. It says the tree tradition we are accustomed to today hails from Northern Europe, where Germanic pagan tribes decorated evergreen trees and worship of the god of Wooden with candles and dried fruit. Okay, so this is where you get it from, Jake. The modernized version of what you do. It comes from these Germanic tribes, right? These pagan Germanic tribes who was decorating these evergreen trees, man, to worship their gods, or the god, so-called god, Wooden. Okay, and these traditions, as time went on, eventually got to you, Jake. All right. It says the tradition was incorporated into the Christian faith in Germany during the 1500s. You see that? The Christians would always incorporate the pagan gods and worship and customs into their own Christianized, BS, just to get the people to convert. All right. With them, it was all about getting these people to be baptized and to become Christians so that they can have the control. It says, where I'm at. They decorated trees in their homes with sweets, lights, and toys, right? Just as you see today, if you go to your auntie house, right, she got a tree there. She got maybe some candy canes on there, right? Some cheap, silver decoration, some cheap gold decoration, right? Maybe a picture of her son. It's all madness, okay? It's all madness, man. But this is just, some brief, history on it. But I'm gonna read on here. Okay, I ain't gonna read about Santa Claus. Well, yeah, I'll read it. Okay. This is it says Santa Claus, right? So this is where, Santa Claus comes from. It says, inspired by St. Nicholas, this Christmas tradition has Christian roots rather than pagan ones, meaning his name, so-called, right? It says, born in southern Turkey around 280, he was a bishop in the early Christian church and suffered persecution and imprisonment for his faith. Coming from a wealthy family, he was renowned for his generosity towards the poor and disenfranchised. The legends surrounding him abound, but the most famous is how he saved 3 daughters from being sold into slavery. There was no dowry to entice a man to marry them, so it was their father's last resort. St. Nicholas is said to have tossed gold through an open window into the home, thus saving them from their faith. Legend has it that the gold landed in a sock drying by the fire, so children started hanging stockings by their fires and hope St. Nicholas would toss gifts into them. So this is the, the myth or whatever, surrounding the stockings hangers. Okay. It's all a bunch of madness, man. But getting to the point that I wanted here, right? Christmas in America. Okay, Negro. I want your crusty behind to listen. Christmas in America. Well, we know the Negro celebrate Christmas because his master do it. Okay. One thing you got to know about Jake, right, is that everything that Jake do in America, for the most part, he do it because his master does it. You got to understand that, all right? There is no stranger relationship, okay, than the Negro and his master, all right? I mean, I should write a book on it called The Love Between the Negro and His Master. ... A sticky situation. That should be the name of the book. Jake want to be like his master. And the Bible tells you not to envy, thou not the oppressor, Jake. That's in Proverbs chapter 3. But the Negro loved his master. Okay? He has a deep love, a deep infatuation for his master. Okay? Nothing makes him moist. All right? Nothing makes him more moist than the affection and the appreciation from his master. You got to know this, bro. Jake is a Christian because of his master, bro. All right? Jake don't care about no Jesus, bro. Jake care about being accepted in the eyes of his master, bro. I don't care what a Negro say, right? If his master approve of it, then he with it. If his master disapproves of it, then he find a problem with it too. Because the Negro has no mind. Whatever his master do, he do it, right? To quote Malcolm X, he said, the house Negro was so far gone pretty much that when the master got sick, he would say, "Master, we sick," right? He would say, "Master, we sick." And Jake wasn't sick, but since the master was sick, then he was sick too. Okay, that's a very strange relationship, man. The Negro and his master, bro. Okay, but anyway, it says Christmas in America. It says Christmas in early America was a mixed bag. Many with Puritan beliefs banned Christmas because of its pagan origins and the Roku's, excuse me for mispronouncing this word, nature of the celebrations. So these Puritans, all right, some of them knew that, hey, look, this celebration of Christmas, right, these traditions are pagan, okay, because they came from that side of the world, right? These Edomites did. So they knew and saw, all right, this is what the pagans do. So they stayed from it, right? It says other immigrants arriving from Europe continued with the customs of their homelands. The Dutch brought Santa Claus with them to New York in the 1600s. The Germans brought their tree traditions in the 1700s, right? They decorated the trees. It says each celebrated their own way within their own communities. So when these Edomites came over here from Europe, right, they each brought certain traditions with them, okay, which eventually, came together over time, and they made what we see today as Christmas, right? But reading on, it says, it wasn't until the early 1800s that the American Christmas began to take shape. Washington Irving wrote a series of stories of a wealthy English landowner who invites his workers to have dinner with him. Irving liked the idea of people of all backgrounds and social status coming together for a festive holiday. So he told a tale that reminisced about old Christmas traditions that had been lost but were restored by this wealthy landowner. Through Irving's story, the idea began to take hold in the hearts of the American public. It says in 1822, Clement Clark Moore wrote an account of a visit from St. Nicholas for his daughters. It's now famously known as The Night Before Christmas. In it, the modern idea of Santa Claus as a jolly man flying through the sky on a sleigh took hold, right? It stems from that mess, okay, the night before Christmas, where this oversized Edomite, okay, drinking Coca-Cola, flying through the night, landing on top of your house, disrupting your sleep, right? The dog barking because his big ass trying to slide through the chimney, getting stuck and shit, right? This is madness, complete madness. Complete madness. But it's people who believe this, okay? You got Negroes who are 60, 70 years old who believe this. Nigga old as hell. But he believed this because Jesus is the reason for the season, right? Just old fools, man. If you don't know why the Most High God put us into slavery, look at Jake. And you can see clear as day to why the Most High put us in fucking slavery, bro. This is a bunch of mysticism, man. A bunch of mysticism. But Jake is into this shit, bro. And the Most High keep fucking Jake up. And they just don't get it. They will never get it until the missiles come, man. It's going to take the Most High God to truly just wipe Jake out and reborn him all over again just to get Jake to do the right thing. Because they ain't going to do the right thing, bro. So for you Negroes out there talking about saving 2/3 or whatever, trying to save all Israel, you're crazy. Jake getting ready for Chrisma right now, bro. All right, they ain't changing, man. It says later in 1881, the artist Thomas Nast was hired to draw a depiction of Santa for a Coca-Cola advertisement. Uh-oh, Jake. Now we're getting somewhere. 1881. This guy, Thomas Nast. He was hired by who? Coca-Cola. To draw a depiction of Santa Claus. It says he created a rotund Santa with a wife named Miss Claus, surrounded by worker elves. After this, the image of Santa as a cheerful, fat, white-bearded man in a red suit became embedded in American culture. And Esau used advertisement, used media, all right? Put this image in your mind. And now, when you think about Santa Claus, right? You think about Santa Claus, well, you know what? Let's put Santa Claus in. Santa Claus. Here we go. There we go, Jake. Jolly old Santa Claus, right? Old Saint Nick, right? Don't make no goddamn sense, man. Excuse my language, okay? But brother, come on, man. Old Saint Nick, right? This is Coca-Cola Santa Claus. This is how Coca-Cola sees Santa Claus. And look, bro, you wonder why we're in captivity, bro. You can just feed Jake anything. Jake gonna take it on. As long as Jake can barbecue or something, cook some food, okay, come together, Jake gonna worship it. No matter how wicked it is, how demonic, if a Negro can come together, right? Cook some food, talk some noise, right? Lie, show that missing side teeth, laughing all the time. He don't care. Drunken, nigga drunk. Jake don't care, bro. Niggas are terrible. Okay, they're terrible, man. Or whatever. Jake gonna Jake, man. Whatever, bro. Jake gonna do what they do. But anyway, okay, moving on here, man, to the article that I really want to get into. Okay. It says the pagan origins of Christmas, Saturnalia, Yule, and other pre-Christian traditions. All right. So I want to go here and I'm gonna highlight a few things here, man. Okay. About these traditions of Christmas. So it says the origin of Christmas can be traced back to the ancient Roman and Norse civilizations. In fact, 25th December was not even Jesus' date of birth. The early Christians appropriated what was originally a pagan holiday because it was convenient. Before that, the people of ancient Europe had celebrations of the pagan god Saturn or even Odin at the end of December to mark the shortest day of the year. Indeed, many of the Christmas traditions we have today come from these ancient festivals. Example of this includes kissing under the mistletoe and decorating trees. Now, let's go to some stuff here. Okay, it says of the pagan origins of Christmas. It says the origin of Christmas are complex and intertwined with various cultural and religious traditions, including some pagan elements. While Christmas is primarily celebrated as a Christian holiday commemorating the birth of Jesus Christ, it coincides with the winter solstice and incorporates elements from pre-Christian traditions. Why is that? Because they took on those ways, man. They threw Jesus in there, right, to get the Christian to be hook, line, and sink. And now it don't matter how demonic Christmas is. If Jesus is in the midst of it, the Negro gonna bite down. Okay? He the reason for the season, so Jake gonna do it. It says the winter solstice for the northern hemisphere takes place on 22nd of December, the day when the Earth axis is tilted farthest away from the sun. It is the shortest day of the year and is meant to mark the beginning of winter in the northern hemisphere. But it is also a time of hope because the days begin lengthening again as spring is coming. So let me just jump down here, man. I'm gonna do all this reading. Okay. I skip that portion. Okay, so yeah, so I read this here. The Romans and the Saturnalia festivals, right? It says the people of ancient Rome celebrated the winter solstice with the festival of Saturnalia. It was meant as a way to celebrate and give thanks to the Roman god of agriculture, Saturn. By the time the winter solstice came out, the last planting season had been completed. Thus, the ancient Romans could then happily engage in an entire week of festivities. The Saturnalia festival was usually celebrated between 17th December and 24th December. Even now, Christmas is not really a celebration of one day. It is called the Christmas season, and festivities starts well in advance of the 25th December, right? People start putting up Christmas decoration in October. I saw this with my own eyes, okay? They started playing Christmas music in September, okay? If you in Houston, Texas, right, and you listen to Sunny 99.1 with Delilah, right, you know she talking about Christmas music way back in August, okay? She couldn't wait for the Christmas season. For the brothers out here who listen to Sunday 99.1 with Delilah on there. She loved Christmas, right? But yeah, man, hey, they start waiting in advance, bro. Jake working crazy hours, they getting ready for it, taking pajama pictures. Hey, brother, brother, please, please, brother. Brother, do not be out here, taking no goddamn pajama pictures, brother. Please. Have some integrity, bro. Grow some balls, bro. Don't let no woman drag you into Walmart, brother, to take some pajama pictures out. Come on, man. Please don't, brother. Please. Have some kind of integrity, bro. If you on Facebook or Instagram taking some pajama pictures out, brother, that's on you, but you like a damn fool. Okay, I'm telling you right now, you look crazy as hell. Tight ass pajama outfit on with a beard. You look crazy as hell. The Most High not dealing with that, right? He's not dealing with that, man. Match with PJ, right? Kind of brother got a precept here. Deuteronomy 15. Hold up. 15 and 1. I'm guessing this verse 1. Hold up. 28 and 15. Okay. Yeah, it says, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes where I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come. Yep. Yep. Jake didn't obey, bro. Jake did not obey, right? Matching PJs, right? Yep. Looking crazy as hell, man. Grown ass men. Okay. Grown ass men. Sitting up there, the pajamas tight as hell, they itchy, right? Nigga smiling from ear to ear. Happy, right? Just to please that woman, bro. And look, I get it, but man, come on, man. Come on, man. I never did that shit ever in my life, bro. I never did that, bro. Even in the world, I thought that shit was corny in the world. You know? Bro, I'm not finna go to Walmart and sit down, everybody looking at me, driving around, the earth in some damn pajamas, bro. Come on, man. Gotta do better, brother. Gotta do better, man. It ain't that much love in the world. Right. And niggas that go to hell. Come on, man. Come on, man. I ain't doing it. Okay. I don't give a damn. Break up with me. I don't care, shorty. You can leave me, shorty. I don't give a damn. I'm not putting no pajamas on. Ho, you better go somewhere and find yourself. You better go somewhere and find yourself, ho, before I put some pajamas on. In Walmart. Okay? You got me messed all the way up, man. It's bad enough I got to deal with your BS. Now you want to put some pajamas on? Okay, ho? You been giving me hell all year, bitch. All year you been giving me hell. Now all of a sudden I got to put some pajamas on? Come on, man. What? Come on, dog. Look, hey, I'm letting you know a secret, man. People who take pajama pictures are some of the worst couples, all right? That woman is a whore, okay? She's a slut whore. Hey, I can go log into my old Facebook account right now. Okay, I go to my old Facebook account right now. I can scroll on there and I can point to every bitch on there that's a slut whore. That's got pictures, her baby dad or whoever she with at the moment, a whore. And Jake sent his dumb ass up there smiling, for some coochie that been ran through all year long. You got your dumb ass sitting there looking stupid. This hoe done took all your money, nigga. And she's sleeping with John now. Right? Lil Marco. They hitting that while you're stupid behind sitting there, man. Now I'm getting mad. Look. Let me read on, bro. Where I'm at. Jake, man. Come on, man, bro. Goddamn niggas, man. Come on, man, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna keep reading down, bro, because this whole article good. Okay, but I'm just gonna highlight a few of these things, man. So this is what is Yule? Okay. I'm pretty sure you brothers and sisters out there are familiar with the Yule log or the Yule celebration, right? You hear it inside the songs. It says, other than Saturnalia, one of the festivals that had a huge influence on Christmas was Yule. Celebrated largely by the Norse people in Northern Europe, many of the old Yule traditions have become Christmas traditions today. The celebration lasted for 12 days and huge bonfires were lit. So your 12 days of Christmas, Jake, right? And I remember as a child, my grandma used to make us sing that song, man. The 12 days of Christmas, okay, for Jesus, right? The Jesus version. On the first day of Christmas, Jesus gave to me, and he gave me victory. My grandma never seen that shit, man. Okay, all 12 days, I sing it. Hey, man. Oh boy. Oh, the one of the days, boy, I tell you. Growing up as a kid, man, I'm gonna make you see them stupid ass songs, right? And he gave me victory. Sitting there with a damn suit and tie on, you know, a damn suit and tie, you know, pants tight as hell, them shoes shining. Shining. Oh yeah, hey, you know what? In that song it says, for the second day is a what it says, two shining shoes. Yeah, it says two shining shoes, two shining shoes. I'm sorry. Two shiny shoes, and he gave me. Okay, man, where we at, brother? I'm so sorry. Where we at? Oh man, bro, our families had us tied into idolatry, bro. Our families had us tied into that shit, bro. Oh boy, two shiny shoes, man. Here we go. Feasting and drinking were a big part of the celebrations. The night before Yule was called Mother's Night. It says the Yule tree was decorated around the time of the winter solstice, and the Yule log would be lit so that families could feast and be merry by the fire all night. You see that, Jake? All of this trash is rooted in idolatry, man. It had nothing to do, okay, with the Most High and holiness and righteousness. This is all pagan stuff, man. It's all pagan stuff, bro. It says the Yule ham, right? Jake. The Yule ham, right, was a huge aspect of this celebration since the boar was sacred to the pagan god Fryer. So, Jake, you eating this ham on Christmas Day, not knowing that this ham is dedicated to a pagan god, Fryer, okay, or Freyer, however you want to say it, okay? This is paganism at its finest, man. You see how all this shit is tied into these different idols and gods, man? It's all tied into these different gods. The Yule log, the Yule ham, all this BS. It's BS. But yet Jake call you crazy because you don't want to do it no more. But it's all idolatry, right? Jake always talking about their energy. Positive energy, bro. I got, shit. I'm about good energy, bro. Negro, shut your black ass up. No, you not, nigga. No, you not, nigga. You nigga, your black ass finna be eating this Yule ham, okay, dedicated to Fryer, okay, nigga. That's what you gonna be doing tomorrow. Talking some positive energy. Smoking a damn backwood, right? Jake crazy, man. It says the Christians have appropriated many of these traditions to celebrate Christmas, right? So that's why you do it, Jake. Because your master do it, Negro, right? It says another important pagan holiday during the winter solstice was the birthday of the Greek god Dionysus, right? And this idol, I believe he's spoken about, so-called this idol, this so-called god, he's spoken about in Maccabees, I believe. I believe the second Maccabees. I could be wrong, could be first Maccabees, but inside of one of those books, right? It says the Greek god of wine was celebrated with wild revelry, feast, drunkenness, and merrymaking over 12 days. His birthday was supposed to be on the 25th December. The festival was called Bacchanalia, right? Or the Feast of Bacchus, right? That's in the Apocrypha as well. It says it was one marked by wildness and excess. In Finland, the sun goddess Biwi, I guess is how you say that, it says was celebrated during this time. She was said to ride on a sleigh made of reindeer bones and pulled by a white reindeer. Perhaps she was a precursor to Santa Claus. Look at that. You see this shit, bro? Every single thing that's dealing with Christmas is tied back to a damn idol. From the food you eat, from the decoration, Santa Claus, okay, the reindeers, Yule log, all of it is tied to different idols, bro. Like you're serving multiple gods. Multiple. And if you ask a Negro, say, hey, look, bro, how many gods you serve? Oh, shit, man, shit, I serve one God, bro, Jesus, right? Nigga lip hanging. No, you don't, nigga. You serve about 25 gods. This is crazy. Where we at? See, they talk about the slaughtered gods here. This is too much. It says celebrating the winter solstice. It says many of the Christmas traditions that we celebrate today are descended from pagan traditions. This includes the practice of exchanging gifts, decorating houses and trees, door-to-door corollars, the use of holly and mistletoe, and even the kind of food that is usually prepared. For instance, the Yule log, a cake commonly eaten in Western Europe, is more symbolic than anything now, meant to invoke the bonfires of ages past. It says, what does a Christmas tree symbolize, right? It covers everything, but this article covers everything, okay? Kind of touched on that in the other article, right? But this is, let me see here. Okay, yeah, gift giving. Yeah, here we go. Slakia. Gift giving and caroling, right? Gift giving is a common practice during most festivals. These are occasions where we can show our affection for our loved ones in the form of material presents. Leaving Christmas gifts under the Christmas tree might be a very modern practice, but the very act of giving gifts to your family is as old as humans themselves, right? It says the Romans gave each other small gifts during Saturnalia in the hope of a bountiful harvest the next day. It was a way of wishing each other good luck. Even Christmas carols have ancient roots. The Christmas carol in themselves and their lyrics might be more modern, but the tradition is probably Anglo-Saxon. The Anglo-Saxon tradition of going from door to door and singing to your neighbors was called a wayselling. Excuse me for mispronouncing that. It says it came from the phrase, I don't know what that means, meaning good health. Every year, these singers would roam around the village in small groups, serenading their neighbors and wishing away evil spirits and bad health, right? Today, you got people standing on corners, you know, in front of the gift shops, and they singing about Santa Claus and Jesus, right? It's all paganism, man. All of it, bro. Okay? Here we go. The significance of holly and mistletoe, right? All of this shit. I mean, it's, hold up, Salakia. Salakia, what is this? Come on, man. What is that? Here we go. I'm gonna close out with this probably, because it's just so much in this article, man. It says holly and mistletoe were both sacred plants for the pagans. Kissing under the mistletoe and decorating homes with holly were originally pagan traditions. Now they have become such an intrinsic part of Christmas that it would be difficult to imagine the holiday without them, right? Everything, brother. It says, during Saturnalia, the Romans would exchange wreaths made of holly for good luck. Holly was a holy plant that was associated with Saturn, the god of agriculture. The early Christians were lucky that the festival of Saturnalia almost coincided with Jesus' birthday, so-called, right? Since they were often heavily persecuted, Saturnalia gave them a cover to celebrate their own festivals without being discovered. Thus, they began to take on this pagan custom and decorated their homes with holly to make it look like they were celebrating Christmas. This made it easier for them to recognize each other in the midst of other communities. They continued the practice even after paganism disappeared from Europe. It says, kissing under mistletoe, one of the most popular Christmas traditions, also has Druids were all obsessed with mistletoe to a certain extent. Also, the plant was considered sacred to Saturn, and the ancient Romans would perform fertility rituals under it. In other words, they had sex under mistletoe plants for the sake of a bountiful harvest. A kiss is certainly a step down from that. You see this, bro? All of this crap, right? The mistletoe, the Yule log, caroling, the singing, the food, Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus, the elves, is all a bunch of trash. You see that? It's a bunch of trash. But this is how we know that, look, man, this is Rome 2.0, right? What we see today, they was doing back in Rome, all right? And I think I'm going to start right there, bro, because is Santa Claus a pagan concept? Yeah, it is. You know, and they pretty much give you the same info here, right? It says modern Christmas celebrations are incomplete without Santa Claus. Santa Claus is a bastardized version of the name Saint Nicholas. The image that we are familiar with today was developed, shockingly enough, by Coca-Cola in the 1930s. See that? So, but yeah, man, this is all trash. Okay, it's all trash, man. But I pray it was edifying. All right, you can go on Google, man, and you can get into this article. Okay, learn some history on it, you know, for yourself, bro. But I want to go here. All right, grab the precept. This is Jeremiah 10. Okay, famous precept, right? Jeremiah 10:1, it says, "Hear you the word which the Lord Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel." It says, "Thus said the Lord Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain." And we read through the customs, man. It was all vanity, all rooted in idolatry. Okay, a bunch of freakism. Saturnalia was all about freakism and all this trash. Okay, very strange. It says, "For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen, with the axe," right? "They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not." If you can't see that this is, you know, describing a so-called Christmas tree, right? Which back at that time, they didn't call it a Christmas tree. Okay, but we know it as a Christmas tree today. Okay. They've been, bro. This is Jeremiah, bro. Okay, this is what the Babylonians was in power. What was it? 7 BC. Excuse me, I said 7 7th century, 6th century BC. Okay, so they've been doing this even before, you know, the Neo-Babylonian Empire. They've been doing this. Okay, like this ain't nothing new. But you cannot show this, or if you do show it to Jake, they don't care. Okay, it's all about Jesus to them. It says, "They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born," right? Because they cannot go. And this is why you go to Walmart and you buy one, Negro, okay, with your black ass. You go there, man, and get you an idol, right? It says, be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good. They can't do you no good, man. Your mama put them presents under their tree. Or the nigga she talking to at that time. Whatever, okay? But it's trash. It's all trash, right? Last precept, Isaiah 57. This NLT Bible, starting in verse 3, it says, idolatrous worship condemned. But you come here, you witches' children, you offspring of adulterers and prostitutes. Whom do you mock, making faces and sticking out your tongues, you children of sinners and liars? You worship your idols with great passion beneath the oaks and under every green tree, right? You Negroes get into Christmas, boy, okay? I mean, you get into Christmas like no other holiday. Decorate your house, decorate the inside of your house, right? You don't care how the light bill get. You're gonna put them lights up, okay? Some people wrap their cars in Christmas lights, right? They worship these idols with great passion, man. A Negro gets very passionate, okay, about his criminal. It says, you sacrifice your children down in the valleys, among the jagged rocks and the cliffs. Back in the ancient world, they physically did that. Okay, they would, they would unallow their children to these gods. Jake was doing that, bro. That is some wild stuff, but that's how they got down, bro. Today they do it spiritually. Okay, it says, your gods are the smooth stones in the valleys. You worship them with liquid offerings and grain offerings, right? Jake, they got Hennessy today, right? Jake got Hennessy today, right? Don Julio, Agafulio, right? Goddamn niggas, man, right? Pecan pie, right? Pumpkin pie. It says, they, not I, are your inheritance. Do you think all this make me happy, right, Jake? This is a question the Lord posed to you niggas out there. You don't make the Most High happy by doing that, bro. That had nothing to do with the Most High, bro. In your mind, you're doing it for Jesus. But I just read to you in the article, okay, everything you're doing is tied to a different idol, a different so-called God. You're blaspheming the Lord is what you're doing, okay? But in your mind, you think that, oh yeah, this is for Jesus. You're jumping up and down at church, right? You're dancing, so-called praising the Lord, right? That, brother, that is some scary stuff, man. That is some super scary stuff. You Negroes are lost. And even with this information, you will still scoff and mock and say, to hell with you, nigga, right? But okay, it says, you have committed adultery on every high mountain. There you have worshipped idols and have been unfaithful to me. Okay? You and these gods, man. But whatever. Okay, I'm gonna close out there, bro. Be all day with these people. Yep, I read that Jeremiah 2. Yep. Yeah, man. It's crazy, bro, but I pray it was edifying to you brothers and sisters out there, man. Just be wise. Your family might say Merry Christmas to you, bro. Just say it back to them and, send them up the street. Okay? They may send you a gift, whatever, bro. Just take the gift. If you don't want it, you don't want it. Okay, but they buy you some shoes, some clothes or something like that, just take it, bro. Send them on about their way, bro. All right? But we know that this is a bunch of BS, man. So I pray you brothers and sisters out there stay protected, man. Stay safe. All right. Going into this so-called New Year 2025. Um, hope and pray that things speed up, man, and that we can get the hell out of here, you know. So all praise Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, Bashim Chakadash, Shalom.